The Tanabata Celebration is right around the corner, and just out of the recording, it's about 10 days away. Should be on the 29th. So there's many possibilities who we could see in this celebration. I'm imagining it's still going to be a DFE X Carnival. There might be a change, I don't know, but I'm just going to go off of that format. And my first suspicion, or people that I think could be it, I'm going to do a hybrid on this one. The first people I think it's going to be is a tag ROF Blues in the Carnival Golden Frieza, probably a Final Form Frieza that goes golden. And the other set I think it possibly could be is Namek Super Saiyan Goku and Final Form Frieza. The reason why I'm combining them both is because I feel like essentially this is the Frieza spot, right? I want to talk about Frieza here specifically because there are so many Frieza EZS coming up. Tech Golden Frieza, L or AGL Golden Frieza, Super EZA, or actually I already mentioned them, sorry. The EZA Fizz Golden Frieza. They have 3 Golden Friezas. There's the RF Blues coming up, and then you can do then you can do sub EZAs for Fizz, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, AGL Jacko. It just seems like there's a lot of ROF stuff coming up that you could EZA. There's a lot of Frieza stuff that's coming up that you could EZA. So to me, it does feel like the ROF is definitely very probable, the most probable to me of what we're to expect. Now here's a little things that bother me to the reason why I don't think we may see this. Number one, Tag Blues, again, after getting Tag Blues, I don't know, a month beforehand. Now, again, they wouldn't be unfamiliar with releasing premium units of the same name, but from different arcs. They released 3 base Gokus in the same year, so it's not uncommon for them to release a Tag Blues, but this time they're not on, this category, they're on this category, so I don't know exactly what they would be attack or how they would attack and get here, but yeah, I would imagine that's probably the most likely option. But again, 2 Tag Blue LRs that are DFE in a span of a year, or not even a year, a month would be pretty crazy. So that's also kind of why I'm leaning a little bit to Namek, right? Super Saiyan Goku and Final Form Frieza, and they may not do ROF Blues, but they could easily knock out all of these Frieza EZAs, right? And they still could do the RF Blues at least, maybe not the sub EZAs, right? But there is so much they can do with Namek as well. They can use basically the same set of EZAs, but include Tech Bardock or something like that, right? So I don't know. To me, it just and then they can super EZA the STR LR First Form Frieza and Zarbon and Dodoria, right? So there is options for them to explore for these 2 celebrations. I would prefer probably the Super Saiyan Goku over the ROF ones. Not that I don't. Again, like I said, we just had the Tag Blues, so I don't think it'd be the worst thing in the world to see him here, but again, I just would be shocked if they also release another Tag Blues. Golden Frieza definitely deserves another card, but Namek, man, they are due for a new card for sure. But yeah, that's just what I think. But the next one I want to look at is Dragon Ball Super Superhero, and I know it may seem a little crazy that we're talking about Superhero this early. And I say this early because it's like, we had Superhero for the 9th anniversary, right? We also had Superhero for New Year's. But I wouldn't be shocked if we see Superhero again. Because you gotta consider some things. One, we have Gamma 1, Gamma 2, Orange Piccolo, Ultimate Gohan EZAs. All that are just conveniently lined up, right? And I'm not saying that they're lined up for the celebration. I'm just saying they're all conveniently lined up for some kind of big celebration, including movies or Superhero, Gohan and Piccolo maybe, something in the mix. To me, this wouldn't be a bad time to release Dragon Ball Superhero. One, this would help the new Super Saiyan Gohan's team a ton. Lots of Defenders of Justice buff, Hybrid Saiyans buff. Like, there's a lot of buffs that would come from this celebration that would help out the new LR into Gohan a ton. And then on top of that, of course, the EZAs line up really well. Now, here's the thing. If this is the same format as Tanabata, which again I think it's going to be, with a DFE and then a Carnival, I think the DFE is actually going to be Tag a Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. The only reason why I say that is because they've not doubled down on Carnivals yet. They have yet to explore 2 Carnivals of the same character. And you could say, well, Gamma 1, Gamma 2, and the Tag Gamma 1, they're not the same. We're not doing that technicality. Right? Like, no. Like, they would be the same character. So I would imagine Gohan and Piccolo would take the Carnival spot since we don't have a Beast Gohan or an Orange Piccolo Carnival yet. I think they would fit the spot a lot better, but it would also make it a more underwhelming Part 1, at least, unless there's a possibility they both release at the same time, which I kind of doubt as well. EZAs, like I said, STR Gamma 1, AGL Gamma 2, LR Tech Orange Piccolo, LR Fizz Ultimate Gohan, and then a Super Easy A. Since there really isn't much to do here, because, I mean, there's no... I mean, you could do androids, I guess, the LR, the Super Easy A, AGL androids, but I think the biggest one to me that kind of made sense here was Super Easy A, LR Fizz Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. I feel like those two fit here really well because Defenders of Justice, you know, I think that just kind of fits, and they're kind of like the superheroes with the Gammas. I don't know. I just feel like it kind of fits the whole superhero theme. We could see Easy A Pan, we could see Easy A Teen Goten and Teen Trunks, but mostly I would imagine these 5, and then if they want to add sub Easy A's outside of that, they are free to. I personally would like this better than the ROF ones just because Orange Piccolo does not have a card yet, and I would like to see just Ultimate Gohan kind of get some spotlight. I know the Fizz one clearly was Ultimate Gohan in the spotlight, but like, I don't know how to explain it. Like maybe a Super Saiyan Gohan that goes Ultimate or something like that. That'd be nice to see. But just Orange Piccolo getting a card in general would be really awesome to see as well. Alright, next we have the Dragon Ball Z Future. This one is also a little unlikely right away because we just went through DBS Future. So I just feel like if you're gonna, like, I don't know, like if this is actually true, right? Like let's just say, for example, they end up doing Dragon Ball Z Future here, and it's tag, this tag Future Gohan and Trunks, and then tag 17 and 18. I would have much rather them include these guys as the part 2 for the Global Dokkan campaign, and then brought out Gogeta and Omega for Tanabata. That would have probably made more sense if this is the case, but again, I don't think this is gonna be Tanabata. Now, don't get me wrong, I think this is actually a pretty worthy celebration spot for these guys. Again, the Gohan and Trunks are pretty hype, but they might be, I don't know, they would probably be the most quote-unquote underwhelming headliner we've gotten for Tanabata in the history of this game. I do think they're hype, don't get me wrong, but I just don't know if we're talking about DFE LR, is Future Gohan and Trunks is gonna, you know, have the same aura levels as G4 or a Fusion or something like that. I'm not saying they're not hype altogether, I'm just saying if you're talking about sales, and you're just coming off the biggest high of Dokkan history, are you really going to follow that up with Future Gohan and Trunks? I mean, maybe you can, because it was so high that you kind of can get away with anything and people would be okay with it right now. Possibly, right? But I know people would actually enjoy this, and I would too. Like, don't get me wrong. But I just feel like if you were going to do this, you could have done a full Future Global Dokkan campaign and then done GT for Global Dokkan, for the Tanabata, and it would have made more sense. Especially because, again, Tanabata could use the hit, like the massive aura that Gogeta brought, along with the fact that, again, his animations and everything would have carried Tanabata. But either way, I would imagine Easy A's here look like Tech 17 and 18, AGL Future Trunks, LR AGL Future Trunks and Gohan, Super Easy A LR Androids, Super Easy A Int Sorta Hope Trunks, and the Super Easy A Tech Fusion Zamasu, and finally Super Easy A LR Fizz Super Saiyan Trunks. The only reason why I threw Fusion Zamasu in here, I mean, maybe they'll save him for later, it's just like, it would feel weird if the Int Sorta Hope Trunks got a Super Easy A and then not the Fusion Zamasu. That's just kind of how I feel like. A lot of times they've really been doing these duos together, even if it doesn't fully fit the theme. So I would imagine if Sorta Hope Trunks Super Easy A's, so is this Fusion Zamasu. And again, it would help because it's not too far away from the Rose stuff, and then Rose would get a huge buff. But of course, the Carnivals would be 17 and 18, and then the DFE would be Future Gohan and Trunks. Again, I think this would be a fine celebration. It just may not generate the numbers that they may want to generate for the first Tanabata, so that's why I kind of find it unlikely. And then again, if they were going to do Future, why wouldn't they have done it for the Global Dokkan campaign? So, you know, I'm not, again, this list is really kind of, the more you go, the less certain it is. I would probably say that the beginning was the most certain. ROF, Namek is like a variant of one, and then DBS Superhero, Future, and then the last one we're going to talk about right now is the least certain about, but I think I would be pretty happy with it. And that final one's actually going to be the Saiyan Saga Tanabata. Now, a lot of people will be pretty interested in this because, like, wait, Saiyan Saga? Why would we want to do a Saiyan Saga celebration? Well, here's the thing. Again, these guys don't have major representation in this game. Goku has a bunch of free-to-play LRs and then a one yellow coin LR. Vegeta, same thing. Not many representation in this game, no Dokkan Fest, but he does have a yellow coin LR, right? But imagine these two, right, get a DFE LR, you know, the Goku gets the DFE LR clearly, and then Vegeta gets the Carnival LR. You're like, okay, but what about Easy A's? Well, you can do Fizz Raditz, LR Fizz Goku and Piccolo, Tech Bardock, Super Easy A LR the Piccolo. You could do Super Easy A LR AGL Tien and Chaozu. You also could do the Year 8 Part 2s here. you could do the AGL Kaiku and the Int Carnival Z Gohan right here, and I think it would work. And again, I think it'd be interesting because there is a good chance they may just not use, they might use these two early because they may not fit the theme of what they're looking for the 11th anniversary. I'm not saying they could wait for them to be EZA there, but if they're going to do a Saiyan Saga Celebration beforehand, I feel like those two could be used to EZA beforehand just because they would fit a Saiyan Saga theme a little more than just anniversary theme altogether. And again, I think it would be a good time. Tanabata's rebranded new celebration, bringing out some anniversary LRs, right? Because again, a Saiyan Saga Celebration is not going to be the most hyped thing in the world. I just had to bring it out there, right? It's just the case, right? It's just not going to be the most hyped thing in the world. It's not. Now, again, do I think this is happening? No, I really don't. This is my last option on this list. I mean, again, I would much more prefer Namek over a Saiyan Saga Celebration, but if we get Saiyan Saga, we get Saiyan Saga. It's not the end of the world for me, but I would like to see Namek. I think that's the one I want to see the most, and then Superhero, and then probably ROF, then Future, and then Saiyan Saga. Actually, it's not true. I might want to see Saiyan Saga over Future, but again, I was kind of pulling a bit of strings here. Like, again, would we actually see an EZA, or would the celebration really be carried by Fizz Raditz? Like, a lot of people would meme, like, yeah, but, like, in reality, is this celebration actually going to have enough substance for that to be the case? No, not really. I don't know how many people are actually going to be hyped about Fizz Raditz, but it would be pretty funny because they've been doing a big thing this year of, like, you know, following the memes. Like, oh, we're going to re-release LR Vegeta Blue because everyone was so funny about him, so here we go, right? And then now, like, they actually make Fizz Raditz a part of a main celebration, and they actually crack him out. That would be pretty funny. But I don't know. What do you guys think Tanabata is going to be? Again, I would imagine we're going to know what it is within or some hints within the next 3 days, 4 days. I don't really remember how they tackled, or I've never really known how they tackled Tanabata in the past. I've just kind of like, oh, there's a live stream coming. Because again, remember, global schedule was 6 months behind all the time, so you know, I wasn't like watching every little detail about what's Japan doing, what's JP doing, you know, what's the next reveal, right? It's just kind of like, oh, there's a new reveal, that's cool, but I'm kind of focusing on what we have on global. But anyways, what do you guys think the Tanabata unit is going to be? Let me know in the comments below. Again, I think these four are the most likely due to EZAs coming up, and a lot of these guys don't have a ton of representation right now. Minus Superhero. I think Superhero has a ton of representation, but with the EZAs coming up, it seems like there has to be something Superhero coming up for the just soon in general. But anyways, if you guys enjoy the content, voice ones especially, the first link in the description is to all of my voice content, and the second one is to all of my content in general, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.